Ah, summer. Oh, that feeling of being out on the water, or maybe the back porch with an ice cold drink in your hand. Maybe it's lemonade, iced coffee, or sparkling water in your favorite emotional support cup. Just enough time to take a breath, maybe crack a smile, and get a little boost that will help you today as a leader. Welcome to the vibe of the Joyosity Summer Sips. So, whether you're a seasoned leader, you've been here a long time, or you're just figuring out what Joyosity podcast is, or a new leader kind of figuring out your way through the chaos, you belong here. And we base all of our work on three bedrock beliefs. Number one, true leadership requires more than surface level strategies. It requires a profound commitment to everything that makes us human. And number two, using genuine curiosity, we can create positive culture with complex people because, listen, complex people are all we got. And number three, joy is the heartbeat of a healthy leader and a healthy organization. So we put joy and fun and play right in the center of our work. I'm Jenn Whitmer, international speaker, leadership consultant, author, and all-around joy bringer, hosting you and guiding us along the way. With my co-host and podcast producer, Shelby Merriweather, we're serving up short, refreshing episodes this season. Just a conversation between Shelby and me that highlight what we learned over the 24-25 season of the Joyosity podcast. Each summer sip is just 8 to 12 minutes long, perfect for your walk, drive, or your morning pick-me-up. So be sure to check out the show notes for the full episodes if you want to dig in more what the full month was about and get a little boost for your leadership in this summer season. And if you want to keep practicing with joy while you're waiting for my book Joyosity to come out this fall, join the Joyosity Works very important party at jennwhitmer.com/books. That's Jenn with two N's, jennwhitmer.com/books. You'll get my 5-minute Friday videos that are quick, practical, and full of joy-fueled leadership tools that you can use right away. So now, grab your icy glass and let's take a sip. December, rightfully so, where we're all together with lots of people, we talked with Justin Jones-Fosu, and he had a new book that says, I respectfully disagree. And just talking about that ability to really see someone in disagreement.
Yeah.
And the pillars of that. I mean, since I talk about conflict, I was like, yes, amen. Let's talk about this. And I think his reminder of what respect looks like as seeing people saying, here is what I'm hearing you say. All of that was such a powerful reminder when we dehumanize so quickly and so easily right now.
Yeah. And I mean, we need this now more than ever. I feel like even more, it was because that was right as the election happened, I feel like.
Right after the election, right in the middle of holidays.
Yeah, I remember that conversation because
Mhm.
I was like, we needed that so bad, and we still need it so bad. I think just the humanity and the reminder that we can disagree with people and still be friends. Like me and my husband were
Yeah.
just recently talking about that because we were laughing because we're like, I swear it was not that long ago that you could have Democrats and Republicans over for dinner and it would all be okay.
Absolutely. It wasn't that long ago.
And now
I
it feels
agree.
like the end of the freaking world if you get
Mhm.
people in a room together, and just
Mhm.
that skill of coming back to respectfully disagreeing while standing by your values.
Mhm.
It's just tricky, and he
Yeah.
did a great job of talking about that.
Mhm. One of the things that I think about a lot, and when I'm teaching about conflict, I ask the question, who do you agree with 100% of the time?
Not even
Nobody agrees.
myself, if I'm being
That is my next point. That is always the joke. Thank you for telling it. I'm like, I don't even agree with myself all the
Yeah.
time, right? Because
Mhm.
we get new information, we change our minds. I disagree now with that thought
Yep.
that I had before. And sometimes I have two things that can compete internally. And so I think the fallacy that Justin really also pointed out was that I have to agree with everything you say in order to respect your humanity. No, I can respect your humanity is not at stake in this conversation. Like, we are going to respect one another as humans, even if I disagree. And so looking to find where are the places that we agree back to that starting point. And so I use a 4 question model. He has a 4 or 5 pillars, and those skills of finding the place where we're like, okay, we're both wanting to get this. We
Mhm.
want to do it different ways. And you're a human wanting these things for your people, for yourself. I don't know anybody out there who's really like, I'm just ready to plow over everybody to get what I want all the time, because you recognize, well, I don't want to plow over you.
Right.
So then if you can apply that same respect that you have for those closest to you to the other humans who also want that for those closest to them, we come back to that. I can respect you as a human, even though we want different things.
And I believe it was him that was talking about thanking your team for disagreeing with you,
Yes.
which
Yeah,
I
that's him.
loved. I
Mhm.
loved, and I still love that idea. And even like, oh my, like social media can just,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh man. But sometimes I am in the comments, like watching the way that the creator responds to people who disagree with them. And
Mhm.
it's so interesting to me because you can tell a lot about a person. The post, you can't really tell a lot about a person. But if you look at the comments of how they're
Mhm.
responding to people who disagree with them, you tell a lot about a person.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to me because it's interesting when people respond with more questions,
Mhm.
or when they respond with like, just like, I respectfully disagree with you kind of thing, versus
Mhm.
that defensiveness. And
Yeah.
it was just a good reminder of like how to approach disagreements in a way, back kind of to that point of Kendra Hall of like, um being the person you want to be, that main character of like, I want to
Yeah.
be this type of person when I am
Yeah.
disagreeing with somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to uh, lower your standards at
Right.
all, because that would
Right.
be dishonoring, your own humanity.
Mhm.
But that idea of like, this is the person I want to be. This is that main character.
Yeah.
All right. Now don't just nod along. Go do something with what you just heard. What's your one tiny action step? And make sure you check the show notes for the link to the full episodes Shelby and I were just talking about if you want more than just a sip. And get in on the Joyosity Works very important party at jenwhitmer.com/books. You'll get the 5 Minute Friday videos straight to your inbox, quick, useful, and full of joy-filled leadership tools. So we will see you next week for another sip.